We're hearing from people that are saying, how am I supposed to look for a job if I don't even have some money to put gas in my car?
And finding work is daunting. There are 5 unemployed workers for every 1 job opening. In Pawtucket, Rhode Island, laid-off nursing assistant Michelle Populus has been looking for a job for nearly 2 years. Her benefits end next month.
I desperately need a job. I really do, because I know in 8 weeks I'm screwed.
And while those in Congress take a break from their jobs for the holiday, millions of Americans just wish they had some work to do. Ben Tracy, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And as long as Congress fails to extend those benefits, another 375,000 unemployed Americans every week will see their unemployment checks stop. Our chief White House correspondent, Chip Reed, has been working both ends of Pennsylvania Avenue to figure out what happened. Chip?
Well, Scott, the House passed a bill to extend unemployment benefits, but the Senate, believe it or not, failed by a single vote, then went home for a long 4th of July recess.
Tell them as they swallow their pride that you don't care, that you don't have a heart.
The debate in the House was emotionally charged.
Democrats should put an end to this sham and pay for this $34 billion spending bill.
In the end, the unemployment extension passed 270 to 153, but it was a futile effort because the Senate, for the 3rd time in 3 weeks, failed to pass the bill last night and will not take it up again until after the 4th of July recess. That means Americans who've lost their benefits will have to wait at least another 10 days. So whose fault is that? On the surface, it appears Senate Republicans are to blame. Led by Mitch McConnell, they killed the bill with a filibuster. But McConnell points the finger at Democrats, especially leader Harry Reid, for refusing to pay for the bill in this age of sky-high deficits.
The only reason the unemployment extension hasn't passed is because our friends on the other side simply refuse to pass a bill that does not add to the debt.
Reid calls that a weak excuse.
Democrat and Republicans have always extended unemployment benefits because it's an emergency.
Democrats also have themselves to blame. One Democrat, Ben Nelson of Nebraska, voted no. If he had voted with his party, the bill would have passed.
Now, when the Senate returns in about 10 days from its 4th of July recess, the expectation is that there will be a replacement for Robert Byrd, who passed away this week. That should give the Democrats the votes they need to pass the unemployment bill. Scott.
Thanks, Chip.
In the Clinton years, when our debt actually began to shrink, the clock was turned off and covered up.
Did you think you'd have to turn it back on again one day?
I was pretty sure that something would happen, but I never thought that it would be like this.
Anthony, just for the record, how fast is the deficit going up?
Bob, at the rate we're going to crack $10 trillion, and that's with a T, dollars, by the end of the Bush presidency.